Hello and welcome to the video. So today I've done something a little bit different and I went outside and touched grass. And wolves. Me and my brother decided we were going to embrace nature a little bit. We were going to join the wolf pack and get in amongst the wolves themselves. Some real live wolves as well as some red foxes. We went through an organisation called the Predator Experience, and to do this I had to drive 2 hours from the northeast coast to the lakeside, pretty much on the west coast. Situated in Ayside within the Lake District, Predator Park has its own private 5-acre site. The centre isn't open to casual visitors, you do have to pre-book the experience. What this means is you get a private group for a more intimate and fruitful experience. The wolf experience does last 1 hour and you do have to be at least 16 years old. The experience is as informative as it is enjoyable. So the experience starts out where you meet the wolf pack, you meet the wolves. And the way they do that is you get you to stand in the field up against a fence, and then they'll bring the wolves towards you. From there, you'll be introduced to the wolves, and then you'll get a chance to walk the wolves across the enclosure. It's 2 person per leash, so it helps if you're with a friend. If not, they will pair you up with somebody else. Walking the wolves was a great experience, although you get a sense of just how powerful the animals are as they're dragging you along. During the walk you can see the wolves have a little bit of a play. They will mark their territory, and then some of them might even have a lie down or just chill out and get used to the group that you're with. Some of them, however, will try and test their limits and see where they can get you to go. After the walk through the first enclosure, you will walk the wolves up the hill to their own private enclosure. This is where the wolves spend most of their time, this is where they live, and then once you're in that enclosure, the leashes come off. So now you'll experience the wolves in their home enclosure doing what they like to do. Now if you crouch down, the wolves will come to you once you're on their level, and they'll give you a nice lick on the face and they'll ask for a stroke. This is a little bit intimidating with the sheer size of them, but it's an experience I didn't want to miss, so I definitely did give a few strokes out, and I got my chin licked quite a few times. You could definitely see the different personalities coming through in each of the wolves. Some of them a little bit more serious, and then some of them a little bit more playful, depending on their role in the pack. Now the wolves we were introduced to aren't necessarily fully matured adults yet. I think they were described around teenager psychology, and you could definitely sense that as they seemed like a group of rowdy boys in their teenage years. After this we also got to witness a group howl, and you'll see here just how the pack reacted to the howling situation and how they continued it on. I even had a couple of howls myself. And then we also witnessed quite a few play fights or sparring sessions, as they were described, in which you'll see a number of the wolves like to test each other and fight each other, and it looks like playing as you would see other dogs doing it, but it certainly looks a bit more vicious, and you wouldn't want to get in between. The wolves were very peaceful at times as well, and they would just sit down and they would ask for belly scratches, and you would see them just basking in the sun and just enjoying life. We did also get an opportunity to feed the wolves, not with any meat or anything like that, but with little treats, and basically they were all over you, slobbering all over your hands. It was a really interesting yet disgusting experience, but it's one that I will remember for the rest of my life. Moving on from the wolves, we also went to see the red foxes. So there was 2 of these, and they looked very happy to see us. Making our way to their enclosure, you can see they were very interested in who was coming around to see them, running around with lots of energy, knowing that they're probably going to get fed because we've got visitors. Often running around in circles, these red foxes were pretty cute. And you can see that the fur is half molted. It's in the process of molting its fur at the moment, and it kind of looks like a fab lolly. Getting fed treats, it acts just like you would imagine a puppy, running around, begging for treats, responding to sit commands. It's actually really cute. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to pet the fox because they didn't trust us yet. They were happy to have us in their home, and we got to see them eat a lot of treats, and they were super cute. It's an experience that I'm glad I went to and I wouldn't want to have missed. It's a once in a lifetime thing. I will link in the description if you want to check it out. And it also was an opportunity to get some amazing photos and get in touch with some nature. So if you are feeling like you want to get back out there and see something you haven't seen before, interacting with wolves is definitely one of those experiences that is as terrifying as it is fun. Then I made my way back on the 2-hour drive, got myself home, and all in all it was a very fulfilling but very tiring day. Thankfully the weather was nice because in the lakes it's known to rain quite a lot. But there you are. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's nice to get out in nature, get a bit of a tan while you're out there. Sick of being pale in my gaming room. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.